Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Stuff Life. Today I'll be making the first video in a series that I'm going to be making, and it'll be all about the different computer parts, how they work together, and what each one does. So it's going to be very basic. It's just for mostly this is targeted at people that don't know anything about computer hardware. So today I'll be starting with one of the most important parts in the computer, but the part that will make it easier to understand how all the other ones work together. Today I will be explaining what a motherboard is and its purpose in a computer. So in order to make this easier to understand, I'm going to be using an analogy. So for this analogy, you can think of a computer as a company that exists in a world where the only form of communication would be via phone calls. So in order for a company, any company, to function, they would need to be, all the different departments in the company would need to be able to communicate with each other. So you can think of the different parts in a computer as the different departments in a company. All the different parts in the computer need to be able to communicate for the computer to function. And the motherboard serves as a platform for them to communicate. So just like in that world where you can only communicate with phone calls, you'd need a call center. You can think of the motherboard as the call center where all the data and information goes in and out of, but it doesn't actually have any processing or storage power on it. This, without any other parts, is useless. It is just a platform for communication between parts. Now, on this motherboard, there are phone lines, kind of like in the call center, where information can go in and out, and these phone lines are called ports and sockets. So all the ports and sockets only act as entry and exit points for data. All the data that goes in and out of a computer, like when you type, all the letters that you type go into one of these USB sockets, and then they go into the CPU and they get processed like that. Any information that needs to be displayed to you, like on the display, like text or videos, goes out of the HDMI port or display ports. Now, in a later video, I'll get more into the details of the difference between a port and a socket and all the different types of sockets, like for the RAM, for the CPU, PCIe, but for now, that's as deep as I'm going to go. I just want to mention there are different types of motherboards. So this is a standard micro ATX motherboard. You get ATX, which is slightly larger with more sockets. You get mini ITX, which is even smaller, but also designed for desktop computers, so the large ones. I have one under my table here. You get even smaller ones for laptops. The ATX ones for desktops are generally modular, and they can go from desktop to desktop and fit in most systems, where laptop ones are generally designed for the specific laptop it's in, and same with phones. Phone ones are even smaller, but they work in the same way. They also have ports and sockets, just a lot less, and they don't have as much potential for communication as a standard desktop motherboard does. Now, that was a bit of a simplified explanation. As I said at the start, this is just meant to help you understand what each part in the computer is. I will be making an intermediate series and maybe an advanced series for people that want to take a deeper dive, learn the difference between North Bridge and South Bridge and the different types of CPU sockets, the different types of RAM, and why there are different types of RAM. But for now, I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope all of this made sense to you. I hope you learned something today. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please hit that red button and stick around for the next one.